A few weeks ago, we introduced you to U of A superfan Stephen Leek. If you've been to an Arizona baseball game, you've probably seen him dancing and heard him cheering. One of our viewers had known of Stephen, even sat a couple of rows behind him at games, but he never knew just how closely they were linked. Arizona superfan Stephen Leek's love for baseball began at Flowing Wells High School.
Here we go, baby!
The coach at the time, U of A All-American Dick Greaser, made him a team manager.
I learned so much about baseball from him, and this is where I get my love for the U of A, from him.
When we first saw your story, it made an absolutely amazing connection to myself and my father.
That's Rich Greaser, Dick's son.
That story about Steve just absolutely hit home because I got the same thing from my dad. All the love I have for the sport, all the love that I gave back to the sport, and everything I learned about baseball, I learned from him.
Watching our story gave Rich an idea.
I told my wife, it's like we have a whole wall of my dad and what he accomplished through his entire career. And I was like, why do we have to keep all of this? Why can't we share that with people that he influenced and impacted over his entire career?
So that's exactly what he did.
Before I tell you who I am, I want to share some information with you.
Okay.
So the story that Jenna did about you and where you got your love of the game and the heart of the game.
I know who you are.
I want to share some stuff with you, and I want to give it to you. And I want you to have this so that you will remember always where you got that love of the game, just like me.
Tell me a little bit about the things that you're giving Stephen.
Well, we are giving him my dad's induction into the University Hall of Fame.
Rich also gave Stephen a cartoon of his dad, his baseball hat from the 1956 Olympics, and dozens of photos. While looking through the pile, Stephen found one of himself.
I don't know. I've got tears in my eyes. I can't see, but I'm pretty sure it is.
What does it mean to you to have him come up here and give you all that stuff?
I can't express it into words, Jenna. He's making me cry again. This goes beyond baseball. Coach Greaser means so much to me. And for his son Rich to come out and present me with those items and relate other stories and that, I'm blessed. Thank you, Rich.
Thank you. I'm so glad you got to experience who he was.
Yes.
How awesome is that? Rich and Stephen now forever connected. Now, Stephen has already hung up the frames in his house next to his other U of A memorabilia. I love it.